Now, there is a few things in the past that Wargaming have said that either they're going to do or they are not going to do. So let's take the E25 for example. Nothing special about the tank, right? It always comes for sale. Correct. The same with the camouflage that it has. Okay, it comes for sale very, very often. Now, the thing with the camouflage, this number 1 camouflage, this was supposed to be a rare camouflage that Wargaming once said will never, ever sell. So those that have the tank, those that have the camouflage will be the only people to ever be able to have the camouflage. Well, I've got it. And so has many other people, because Wargaming decided to go back on their word and they decided to sell it. Yeah, not very cool, Wargaming. They also said that Japanese heavy tanks will never be implemented in Blitz. This is the Type 71. A Japanese heavy tank. I know it's not the heavy tank that people were always calling for, the ones in PC, the really, really big ones, the ones that are bigger than mouse. I get that, but the fact is, it is still a Japanese heavy. And we also have tanks like the IS-6 Fearless. Never, ever, ever, ever sold. It was only available if you won a certain competition that Wargaming done, I think, 2 times, maybe potentially 3. That was before they accidentally sold it in the gift store, and then they decided to put it in the ratings. So, yeah, you know, I know they never really said that they're never going to sell it, but these premium tanks that you could win as part of a competition were very, very rare back then. And the IS-6 Fearless, if you ever was in a battle and you see an IS-6 Fearless, you automatically knew they were a good player. Not just a good player, but the best, because only the best players will ever be able to get an IS-6 Fearless. Now it just seems that if you was lucky like me to buy it in the gift store, or if you play a lot of ratings. So now if you do see an IS-6 Fearless, you're not as fearless as you once were. So where am I going to? You know, where am I getting to with this video? Well, basically Wargaming, I know I'm late to the party, but Wargaming also once said that we are never going to do 10 versus 10. We're never going to do a 3-man platoon. And both of them things, I mean, we already know a 3-man platoon in special game modes is available. And now, if you look at this video, how many tanks are spotted? 1, 2, 10. Yeah, there is, it looks like 10 versus 10 is coming to Blitz. Now, I knew this was going to happen because we spoke about it to Wargaming in the past at Tankfest, and that is something that they want to start doing. Hence why you do start getting the 3-man platoons in special game mode. They're then going to start testing the 10 versus 10, and then maybe they will sort of implement both together. Whether or not it will be available on normal mode, which in fact I'm hoping not. I'm hoping it just stays the 7 versus 7. I don't want it to change. 10 versus 10, 3-man platoons in special game modes such as Mad Games, etc. Fair enough. Or have its own kind of matchmaking, fair enough. But I really don't know where they are going. Is it going to be here ready for Unreal Engine? Are we going to then start seeing bigger maps? I really don't know where Wargaming are going with this. But right now, I do think, you know, it's just my opinion that this is only going to be there for special game modes, at least for the time being anyway. So what do you guys think of 10 versus 10? What do you think of the 3-man platoon already? Now, I've never used it, but I do love the idea of a 3-man platoon in special game modes, not in normal game modes. Can you imagine that in normal game modes, 370% players and the enemy have like all 40% players? It will be absolute carnage if there is a 3-man platoon in normal games. Just like I think it will be the same if it is even a 3-man platoon versus 10 versus 10. In normal game mode, I think that would be a bit hectic, and I don't think it should ever happen. But in special game modes, you know, unless it's skirmish, of course, 3-man platoon in skirmish, then. But the fact that it doesn't go towards your stats, why not? You know, why not have a 10 versus 10 3-man platoon? Why not at all? I don't mind that at all. It's something different for the game to add. Again, you've got your normal game modes. You've got your special game modes. Maybe the 10 versus 10 is in that special game mode, or they add another mode for the 10 versus 10 and the 3-man platoon. It's definitely possible. That may happen. It definitely is possible, especially when they do get the Unreal Engine. It is something that could potentially happen. Do you guys want it to happen? What do you guys think? As long as they don't make it so you have to do it like a normal game mode, then I really wouldn't mind it. So Wargaming did release this video. As you can see, there are certain Halloween tanks that is coming into the game. I think they do look, I mean, just look at that tank there on the left. Don't that look special? Let's just rewind it a little bit. Yeah, I mean, they do look special. Wargaming do go all out on their Halloween tanks. They really do. Who knows what other tank is coming back as part of that Halloween? Maybe we'll start seeing the Smasher back. Who knows? But yeah, I mean, some of these tanks look very special, especially the one on the left. It really does look mean. Like, I bet it's not going to be as good. You've got other tanks. I know they're not really Halloween tanks, but tanks like the ground tank, etc. But yeah, the one on the left really does look something special. It really does. But yeah, who knows? You know, there's a lot of coming. There's a lot of, let's just rewind it. As you can see, that there's lots of camouflages coming. There's lots of tanks coming. Of course, we do have the new tech tree coming as well. And you know, who knows what Wargaming are going to bring. Of course, there will be an event starting where you'll be able to get one of the Halloween tanks for free, I should imagine, or at least, well, yeah, you should be able to get it for free. But it is all happening very soon in a World of Tanks Blitz. So let me know your thoughts on the 10 versus 10, because that is the main thing in this video. I think that they teased without so many people even realizing. But yeah, these Halloween tanks as well, they do look special, and I can't wait to see how bad they probably are. But I hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. I'm meadsy69, and I will catch you all soon. Bye bye.